Hi, my name is Annissa. And my name's Rubie.
My name's Jeremiah.
My name is Rubie.
My name is Isabella. And my name is Annissa.
And this is our presentation on French imperialism.
So what's so important about France? Is it the baguette?
No.
Is it the fashion?
No.
Is it the pastry?
Well, those are good, but no. The French were so much more than that. They persevered through the time frame of 1450 to 1750 and remained a strong and well-structured empire.
Rubie, what are you doing? I'm exploring the school. Oh, well the French did that too.
Wow!
The three main explorers were Jacques Cartier, Samuel de Champlain, and René Robert Cavelier. Starting with Cartier, he explored the Gulf of St. Lawrence in 1534 and claimed its shores for France. He learned from the Iroquois about the other rivers that had led to the west to lands with gold, copper, silver, and spices. He was born in 1491, St. Malo, Brittany, France, and was a French mariner. He is also credited with naming Canada. Next, there was Champlain, who was the founder of Quebec City in 1608. He explored the upper St. Lawrence Basin and ascended to the Ottawa River. This was key to the French expansion in the New World. Likely born a commoner, married in 1610 to Helen Bull. Lastly, there was Cavelier, who led an expedition down the Illinois and Mississippi rivers. He was the one who claimed all of the Mississippi Basin for France and named it Louisiana. This directly led to France having control over the Mississippi River and the title to most of the Mississippi Valley. Born in Rennes, France on November 22, 1643, he initially studied for priesthood but chose adventure and exploration at age 22. Holy yap, Sesh. Okay, so who are you?
I'm Morgan.
Okay, so who explored the Gulf of St. Lawrence?
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
It was actually Jacques Cartier.
Wow!
This way, explorers.
Whoa! Do you even know where we're going?
No, but I know the routes the French took. Atlantic Ocean, 1524. King Francis I sent Giovanni de Verrazano across the Atlantic to travel to the coast of the New World to find a quicker route to the Pacific. He failed to do so, but he found the St. Lawrence River and the New York Harbor. 1555, French Admiral Nicolas Durand de Vallejana led a fleet of ships down the coast of the Americas, claimed the islands of Saragai, Fort Cologne, which is now Rio de Janeiro, and formed multiple small settlements in equatorial South America. St. Lawrence River, 1534. Jacques Cartier was sent on a voyage to explore the St. Lawrence Gulf and the St. Lawrence River to find gold, spices, and a new route to Asia. In 1535, the river was used to reach the cities of Quebec and Montreal. In 1541, the last exploration voyage of the St. Lawrence was sent to establish a colony in the Lachine Rapids, but it failed. Great Lakes, 1608. Samuel de Champlain was sent to travel the Great Lakes to gather more land, and he founded Quebec there. The Great Lakes' main use was to access the interior of the New World. Mississippi River, 1671. St. Ignace explored the Mississippi River and followed it to the Gulf of Mexico. At the end of the 17th century, René Robert Cavelier and Sieur de la Salle established a network of forts going from the Gulf of Mexico up the Mississippi River, through the Great Lakes, and up the St. Lawrence River. What's your name?
Rush.
And what is the waterway between the Mississippi River and the St. Lawrence River?
Waterway. Waterway. Say the question again.
What is the waterway between the Mississippi River and the St. Lawrence River?
What's the question? What's the answer?
Just say an answer.
It's the Great Lakes.
The Great Lakes. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
who else had motivation? The French. France started their expansion within Europe. They focused their expansion on gaining territory and establishing power. They claimed land from England that it lost during the 100-Year War. They also tried to claim the land like Italy. Towards the 17th century, they started exploring and expanding overseas. Their main motivation to start expanding overseas were the economic benefits and finding new routes. They especially wanted to take the opportunities of the New World to set up trade routes throughout it. Hey guys, it's Jeremiah. I'm here with
Mr. Brown.
And what was France's motivation for expanding overseas?
I imagine, like with most countries, expansion in any type of fashion is about capitalism and money.
That's actually right. The answer was economic benefits.
Yay!
One.
Ladies, calm down. You know who else fought like this? The French. After many conflicts in the 100 Years' War between France and England, France made adaptations in the military and took victory over England. This war allowed France to claim more territory in Europe. Religious conflicts led to the 30 Years' War, which prompted the start of the Franco-Spanish War between France and Spain, beginning in 1635 and lasting till 1648. France wanted more power and control in Europe, so Spain made the Treaty of Pyrenees, which established a border to separate the two countries. Hey y'all, it's Rubie. I'm here with Hunter, and today I'm going to be asking him a question. So, got hurry. What was the turnout of the Franco-Spanish War?
Yes, they was free.
They were not free. That's wrong. Wrong. You're right. They had claimed more territories, and France was more independent.
What's wrong?
I just wish I knew the colonies of France.
Well, you're in luck.
From 1450 to 1750, France established colonies in the Americas, Asia, and Africa. In North America, the French established New France, along the St. Lawrence River, and Louisiana, which is along the Mississippi River. In Asia, they established colonies like Yemen in 1723. In Africa, they established St. Louis, which happened in 1659.
Hey guys, I'm here with
Christian Vance.
and today I'm going to be interviewing him. So, Christian, where did France establish colonies? That's wrong. Actually, that's kind of wrong. It's Americas, Asia, and Africa. Thank you. Okay.
Bring me more slaves! More slaves! More slaves!
The fur trade brought a need for slaves and the French demand for native slaves, which resulted in native people raiding other indigenous communities. There was a large number of deaths among natives from disease to which they had low immunity.
Hey guys, I'm Annissa, and I'm here with.
Officer Thompson, whatever you want to call me.
And today I'm going to ask why there was a need for slaves in France.
Well, my personal opinion was because there was a lot of work that needed to be done, and others did not have the resources, as many as the slave, to be able to get the work done.
That's not wrong. The actual, literal answer was fur trade. So, good job.
What trade?
Yeah.
I still did good.
Yeah, yes.
I still won.
You did good, yes.
1453, the end of the 100-Year War. France had defeated England and reclaimed all French territory and strengthened the monarchy. In 1461, Louis IX became the king. Nicknamed the Spider King for his cunning diplomacy, he curbed noble independence, developed royal posts and economic networks, while also building a stronger centralized state. We move on to 1494. Charles VIII invaded Italy. It began the Italian Wars involving France, Spain, and the Holy Roman Empire. The wars drained finances but bring Renaissance, art, architecture, and humanism into France. Francis I was crowned king in 1515. He won the Battle of Marangeno and secured Milan. He was the patron of arts and supporter of the Renaissance. He invited Leonardo da Vinci to his court. He strengthened royal power and central administration. We move on to 1534, Affair of the Placards. Anti-Catholic posters appear in Paris and even appeared on the king's court, being seen as a direct attack on Catholicism and the monarchy, which triggers a harsh persecution of Protestants. We move on to 1539, Ordinance of Villers Paredes. Francis I orders French to be used in all legal and administrative documents. 1559, the Treaty of Coteau-Cambrai. This ends the Italian Wars. France abandons ambitions in Italy but secures Calais from England. That same year, King Henry II died in a jousting accident. His weak son seceded, fueling instability. Now let's go get Jeremiah.
We start back at 1560 with the death of Francis II. His brother Charles XI becomes king at age 10. Catherine de' Medici rules as regent, balancing Catholics versus Huguenots. Then we go on to 1562 with the Massacre of Vassy, shooting of the Duke of Guy's slaughter, Huguenot worshippers. It triggers the French Wars of Religion, and that lasts all the way from 1562 all the way into 1598. It was a brutal series of 8 civil wars. And then we go on to 1572, Saint Bartholomew's Day Massacre. During the whirlwind of Huguenot leader King Mary of Navarre, to Margaret of Valois, thousands of Protestants are murdered and parents and Austrians. This deepens Catholic Protestants' hatred. In 1589, we have the assassination of Henry III, the last Valois king killed. Murder of Henry Navarre becomes Henry IV, or the Sixth. Then, in 1598, we have the Edict of Nantes. Henry IV grants limited freedom of worship of sectarian religious rulers. 1610, assassination of Henry IV. Louis IX, age 9, becomes king. Rubie de' Medici regent. And then, in 1614, we have the Estates General Covenants. Last meeting before 1780, the monarchy grows independent instead of states. And then, finally, in 1624, Richelieu becomes chief minister. This centralized authority strengthens monarchy and weakens rulers. And now it's Anissa's turn.
Hey guys, so to start off the timeline, we have 1628. In 1628, there was the siege of La Rochelle. 1635, France enters 30-year war. 1648 is a series of revolts by nobles and peasants against the central authority. Although they failed, they convinced young Louis XIV to strengthen the absolute monarchy. 1661, Louis XIV personal rule began tooling along after Mazarin's death. 1657 to 1668 is the War of Devotion. Louis XIV invades Spanish Netherlands claiming inheritance rights, gains some territory but alarms neighboring powers. In 1672, France expands borders but proposed coalitions against itself. Ends with Treaty of Nigemon giving France some victories. In 1682, the Versailles become royal court. Louis XIV forces nobles to live at Versailles. The court becomes the center of political control, culture, and display of royal power. Hi guys, so we start with 1685. We have the revocation of Edict of Nantes. Protestant ban, Huguenots forced to convert or flee. It weakened France's economy and drive out skilled workers. Then we have 1688, which is the 9 Years' War. France faces a coalition of European powers led by England and the Dutch. Long, constantly, conflict drains resources and causes famine. 1701 is the War of the Spanish Succession, and France fights to put Louis XIV's grandson on the Spanish throne. Treaty of Urech allows him to rule Spain, but strips France of territory. 1715 is the death of Louis XIV. It ends a 72-year reign and leaves France as Europe's cultural leader, but heavily in debt and weakened by wars. 1720, the Plague of Marseille. Last major outbreak of plague in Western Europe, kills 100,000, reveals lingering vulnerability despite modernizing the state. 1723, we have Louis XV begins personal rule. He takes control after regency of the Philippe d'Orleans, initially popular, but later reign marked by scandals and political weakness. 1733 is the War of the Polish Succession. France intervenes in Poland, gains Lorraine as compensation, expands territory, but adds financial strain. 1740 is the War of Austria's Secession. France allies with Prussia against Austria. Expensive war with little reward, weakening royal finances further. Thank you.
Hi, it's Jeremiah, and I'm here with...
Mr. Fenema. Hello.
And the question I'm going to be asking him today is, what was the French's motivation for expanding overseas during 1450 to 1750?
Fur trade. They didn't care to set up colonies. They just wanted the ability to trade.
That's right.
Thanks.
Wow, that's really good. And this is our project, Prince.
Not project.
He pocketed the 8 ball.
Do you even know where we're going?
No, but the French had routes. I'm wrong.
The French had routes, guys.
The French were so much more. They have persevered through the time frame of 1450. The French were so much more than that. The French were so much more than that. They persevered through the time frame of 1450 to 1750.
Jeremiah, I'm gonna hit you. Jeremiah, get out of frame. Jeremiah, out of frame. Thank you. Is it the pastries?
No.
Is it the fashion?
No. Wait.
I